What's up? What's up? What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. Hopefully, you guys are in the market and you're not trying to time the market, right? Hopefully, you are investing in yourselves, into your future, into your kids' future, into your kids' future, if you can. Yeah. So it says here the Dow, S&P 500, Nasdaq rise. It rose, people, as the Fed hold rates steady. Powell sticks to wait and see. So let's get into the market and see what all happened today. Hopefully you guys are having a blessed day, blessed evening, blessed night, whenever you look at this video. So it says here, U.S. stocks closed Wednesday higher as investors assess prospects for planned U.S.-China trade talks and digested the Federal Reserve's decision to hold interest rates steady at its May meeting that concluded today. Good idea, right? So the benchmark S&P 500 ticked up 0.4%, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite popped about 0.3%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 0.7%, or nearly 300 points. So a sharp 7% drop in Alphabet, which is Google, right? Shares weighed on the Nasdaq, while a 10% rise in Disney stock powered the Dow higher. Wow, that's good, right? Good, bad, But yeah. So on Wednesday afternoon, the Fed left interest rates unchanged at a range of 4.25% to 4.5% for the third straight meeting. So the central bank also noted in its statement the risk of higher unemployment and higher inflation had risen. So Chair Jerome Powell reiterated that the central bank need not be in a hurry, which is true. You don't need to be in a hurry, people. You do not need to be in a hurry to cut interest rates, and could wait and see the impacts of tariffs to the economy. So my gut tells me that uncertainty about the path of the economy is extremely elevated and that the downside risks have increased, he said. He added, there are cases in which it would be appropriate for us to cut rates this year. There are cases in which it wouldn't. We just don't know. So markets had cautiously welcomed news on Tuesday that the top U.S. and Chinese officials will meet this weekend. That's a good thing, right? Yeah. For the first major trade talks between the two since President Trump hiked tariffs on China imports to 145% in April. That's a lot. So faith in the idea that the U.S. and China would eventually get around the table to seal an agreement has helped keep stocks afloat in recent weeks. But signs are that the Geneva meeting won't bring a big trade deal. It won't, they're thinking. So Trump on Wednesday was asked during a press conference if he would lower tariffs on China to help foster more productive negotiations. He said bluntly, no. Wow. It is what it is. And that's pretty much it, And I will say, because stocks have been a little topsy-turvy, it has made me think more about my investments and what I'm choosing to invest in. So I'm looking at purchasing more real estate. Yeah. There's more than one way to skin a cat. You don't have to just invest into the stock market. Just invest into appreciating assets. I was looking at cars too. And cars are expensive. I would love to pay cash for a car, but I'm not ready to fork out $60,000 and $80,000 for that car or truck or SUV that I like. Yeah. So I'm thinking I'm thinking of better ways to invest my money, as always. Instead of pouring so much into my stocks and my 401k, I'm thinking about now putting some money aside to invest in more real estate. So that's what I'm focusing on now, creating that plan and looking at real estate to buy, right? So let's get into the stocks. I just wanted to share that with you guys. So let me see. So Palantir today gained $1.62, closing at $110.48. My information technology ETF, ticker symbol FTEC, gained $1.64 today, closing out at $167.95. Yeah, let me see something right quick. Give me a second. I just want to give another example. The highest the stock got just back in, January was $193. And I was buying it at that price, right? And it's now down to 167. Buy the dip, people. Buy the dip. Just like Palantir. Palantir, the highest it got up to was $125, and it's now down to 110. Buy the dip, people. Buy the dip, because at some point it will go back and exceed, in my opinion, its highest 52-week range. So my S&P 500 ETF, ticker symbol SPLG, gained 27 cents today, closing out at $66.01. And the highest this stock had gotten was $72.14. Right? Buy the dip. It will get back up to that level at some point and exceed it, because that's what the stock market does. It exceeds over the long haul. Tesla. Tesla gained 87 cents today. I'll take that. Closing out at $276.22. Tesla's 52-week high was $488.54. It's down to $276. Buy the dip. You don't have to actually buy the individual stocks either. You can buy an S&P 500. S&P 500 consists of the 500 largest companies in the United States, which consist of Amazon, Google, Meta, Tesla, Nvidia, all these different companies. So you don't have to, put all your money into that individual stock, because buying just an individual stock is pretty risky, because 50% of my investment into the stock market goes into my S&P 500 ETF, 30% goes into my information technology ETF, and within my information technology ETF, there's about 296, close to 300 companies compacted into that ETF. So I'm invested into, hundreds of companies just within those two ETFs, right? So it's spreading my money out. Now, then 20% of my investment goes into individual stocks like Tesla, like Nvidia, like Broadcom, Palantir, SCHD, those type of things. So I'm taking a little risk with these individual stocks. But, that's how I choose to diversify my portfolio. And I may pull back a little at some point, even on the individual stocks. Maybe not. We'll see. Broadcom gained $4.76 today, closing out at $204.81. Broadcom's 52-week high was $251.88. Buy the dip, people. Nvidia gained $3.52 today, closing out at $117.06. Nvidia's 52-week high was $153.13. Buy the dip. And that's it. That's all I am going to go over today. I have to leave. Time to go to work. Yeah. Invest, people. Also, get out of debt. Get out of debt. Get out of all debt. Credit card debt, student loan debt, car loan debt, personal loan debt, if I hadn't said that already, right? Get out of debt. If you have a mortgage, then start attacking your mortgage. Come up with a plan. Create a budget. You need to create a budget. Write the vision and make it plain and follow it. Discipline your mind and yourself. Gain control of your emotions to do this. If you want to make changes, significant changes in your life. If you don't, then just keep doing what you're doing. Doesn't bother me, because it's your life, and what you choose to do with it is your right, right? But there's a tried and true system. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. I believe in creating a budget and telling my money where to go. And I know what it's doing. And then by telling it where to go, I'm paying attention to it. So if there are any issues, I can, modify my plan if I choose to, right? But when I don't have a plan, I have no say-so on how things may and can turn out. So therefore, I just have to take whatever I get. And taking whatever you get may give you scraps, and most people don't like that. So either way, that's just my opinion. Get out of debt. Start telling your money where to go. Create a plan. Live below your means, people. That's the key. Live below your means. Stop spending money you don't have by charging it to a credit card. So yeah, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, so please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your money. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. All right, you guys, take care. Have a blessed day. Peace.